Hey, yo, how you doing? I'm having a look at this Manosphere. 20 people versus one. They're gonna murder him. I'm gonna do away with him. One anti-Manosphere versus 20 Manosphere, featuring Mark Manson of the Manson family. Who knows what this guy's up to? I want to shout out Dylan for mentioning this video to me, getting it over to you. How you doing? Just had myself a nice big burger lunch. We do be happy today. I hope you're well. Be sure you sub if you haven't already. Let's jump into it.
Popularizes the Manosphere, define their message around anti-feminism. Women are ruining culture and society.
Well, feminism is ruining culture and society.
You're kind of look smaxed right now for your age group.
Oh, flattering.
You.
There's many men in the Manosphere that are spreading
Check my stuff here. Mic check, mic check. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good.
a 100% positive message.
This guy looks familiar. I don't know where he's from.
I think we should have 100 more Andrew Tates.
Has feminism held men back, or has the Manosphere just...
I think the Andrew Tates, the Tates agree that there should be another 100 of them, and they're doing their best to make those kids.
distorted what masculinity means for an entire generation?
This guy is low energy. Come on, hit me with some energy.
I'm John Regalado, and from Jubilee Media, this is Surrounded, where one brave soul faces a room full of disagreeers. Today we are diving...
Put me in there, throw me in there. This guy hates everything. This is the meanest man on the internet. Surround him with 30 people.
The Manosphere, feminism, and what being a high-value man actually means. Our guest today is
Surround me with 30 Indians. Franssen versus 30 Indians.
the best-selling author who's made a career out of challenging the way men think about themselves. Mark Manson, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I've never heard of this guy. Is he a feminist?
Are you ready to
Is he a pussy?
debate this circle?
I think so.
All right, Manosphere folks, are you ready to get into this?
Get in there.
All right, let's get started.
Hi, I'm Mark Manson. I'm the #1 New York Times bestselling author and a former men's dating and relationship coach. And today,
What do you do? What do you do with your time? You wrote a book and you used to be a coach. What the hell do you do with your time?
I'm surrounded by the Manosphere. Manosphere is $1 billion
Okay, the Manosphere is a $1 billion business that profits off keeping men angry and insecure.
business that profits off keeping men angry and insecure.
If you would like to debate this claim, please get to the chair in 3, 2,
What the hell is that? That's like a gay Arab Conor McGregor.
1.
That Conor McGregor guy, I'll punch him.
Hey, it's good to meet you.
It's kind of a lame one to debate. I don't know.
What's up, man?
Jake.
Nice to meet you.
So I think it's important to ask first, what do you mean by the Manosphere?
I
Got
would
him.
say
Done. He's over with.
it is the subculture of men's dating and life advice that is particularly identifiable by its sexist and traditional beliefs.
Yeah, I mean, feels a
That's like a total catch-all, right?
little bit no true Scotsman-y. If you define the category as being sexist, then from the category moving out from there, we're going to have a problem. Because I'm not a sexist. And so if
Okay.
you want to say that, like,
Got him.
if you're in the Manosphere, that means you're sexist, or no true member of the Manosphere isn't sexist, like, that's not a
So
productive...
how do you define it?
I think the Manosphere are people who focus heavily on men's issues and are trying to instruct men on how to lead better lives, who are trying to fulfill a role that maybe a father should have or maybe can't because of a variety of societal environments. And they might do that well, they might do that poorly. And I think the discussion is about how well the sort of figures that are gaining popularity are doing that.
Right.
And maybe some of them might be sexist and some of them might be telling true things. And there's kind of a variety of mixed bags on this. But before I move on, does that seem like a reasonable starting point for what the Manosphere?
Bro, it's such a lame question to debate. Let's move on to another question. This is so boring. The Manosphere is bad, yes? No, I actually don't think it's bad. I think it's something other than bad. Okay, forward. Forward we go. I went too far. I'm pushing my poor computer to the max. It's a hot day and I'm like pushing this computer. All right, let's go.
The young men are struggling just as much there, if not more. And if you look at
Nearly all associated higher gender parity with better mental health outcomes for women and men.
some of the countries that are even more progressive and more feminist than the United States, the men are doing better there than they are doing here. So I don't think it's feminism. I think it's happening at a much more fundamental level than culture.
Yeah. I hear that, and honestly, I agree with you that a lot of these Manosphere characters, they use the anti-feminist and anti-woman thing as a kind of, it is a packaging, and it does obviously go viral.
Yeah.
But I think what's interesting to me is that we have this conversation of, does the cart come before the horse?
The NPC is self-reporting. When the NPCs self-report happiness, you accept it. You take it at face value.
Is the Manosphere causing men to be angry at women, and that's causing more incel behavior, or is the society becoming more difficult for men to navigate and creating more incels that are already frustrated, and then they see this content on YouTube saying, you should be doing this and that, and this is really what women think, and that resonates. So what would you say? You're saying that
I would say it's both.
It's both.
I personally believe that the Manosphere is the wrong answer to a very legitimate problem, right? The legitimate problem is that young men and boys are struggling. They have fewer role models.
They're not having sex, right?
Right,
I mean,
and they have fewer role models. They have fewer people to look up to. They're getting advice from fewer places. The Manosphere is filling that vacuum, but I believe that it's filling it with a lot of toxic information. There's a whole subreddit called X Red Pill, and if you go through there and read all those guys' stories, like it's
extreme.
Yeah, it's ugly.
So why do you
Oh no, these poor people. Something got ugly.
think genuinely, like, what is you said that there's some systematic change that's happening across, you said globally. So like, what do you think that is?
My guess is that it's a combination of moving to a more globalized services economy, right? If you actually look at the psychological differences between men and women, right? It's like
Yeah, globalism. I get that.
women tend to be a little bit more pro-social. They tend to be a little bit better at building and connecting and managing relationships. We're in an economy where that is more valuable than ever before, right?
Yeah, because of globalism. I get that.
If you look at
Yeah, because of some horseshit. Because of some communism, global communism. Yeah, I understand that.
male psychology, right? Men are, I think, 4 times more likely to have ADHD. Men tend to lose interest in things. They have lots of anti-energy.
They're conquerors, they're explorers. What a weird way to describe men. Men have issues. Men have psychological things going on. So, oh yeah, they want to crush some skulls. That's good.
We have so many devices, so many screens bombarding us with distractions all the time. It wouldn't surprise me if young men are more susceptible to that sort of distraction and that dopamine treadmill
Yeah, he's just speculating.
than young women.
The young women, the Instagram addicted women. Yeah, okay.
So would
Okay, we got to pause there. You've been voted out.
All right, let's get
Sorry,
You
this.
really went for it.
So what do you think is extreme?
This guy looks like a scam
Like
artist.
what are some of the extreme views?
I'm just kidding. Okay, he looks fine.
I would say anything that is intentionally demeaning the fundamental value of a woman.
Could you give me an example?
Well, the body count example.
But can you understand how there is a correlation between being willing to take a lot of dick from a lot of different people and
Got him. Guy's never. Oh my gosh, he said a lot of dick.
not
Oh, he's so uncomfortable.
thinking highly of yourself?
Perhaps, I don't know.
Bro, he's so dissociated. I don't know. Fucking. I used to be a dating coach. Now I don't know what I do.
So I don't think that you're lowering the quality of a woman by saying like, hey, just
Yeah, she's lowering her own quality, right?
so you know, it's probably not the best thing for you to
But that could be true for men as well.
men should not be taking dick from a lot of strangers. I agree.
Boosh, yo, got him. This guy's a wordsmith.
I agree. Both genders.
It's true for straight men as well, taking lots of vagina as well. It's generally low self-esteem correlates very strongly with
Yeah, so it's double, right? Men can get away with double what women can get away with.
sexual partners overall.
Totally agree.
Yes.
I think it's
But
worth
that doesn't make them worse people. The same way, like somebody with low self-esteem is more likely to abuse alcohol or drugs.
Totally.
Like, doesn't make them a bad person.
but it's not
It's like
Good.
It's like Peter Pan. Over
good.
there.
And also,
these young, fresh-faced kids.
taking dick is a little bit worse than giving it.
Why?
Boosh, let's go.
All right, we got to pause there. You've been voted out. Reminder, we want to stay focused on the prompt.
Oh, come on, the prompt sucks balls, all right?
Of it is that the blue pill is basically what society has taught you. You know, do what the man tells you,
Yo, this guy looks cool. He looks like he'd punch you in the face.
follow the typical 9-to-5 job. And then the red pill is when you wake up and realize that nothing is as it seems, that society's been duping you, and that it's our responsibility as men
I want to take a risky loan from this guy.
and to, you know, take
Oh,
control
just
of our
crack me in
lives
the
and
face, right?
go back to the way nature intended it.
This is cool.
How'd I do?
You did actually pretty great.
Okay.
Do you believe in that?
No.
Not at all.
Okay, let's go.
No.
Not even a little bit.
Let's go.
Look, I believe like society's not perfect.
Right.
Society's definitely like fucked up.
Okay, yeah. That's true.
But I don't think there's any sort of like conspiracy thing going on. As a man, yes, you have to take control of your life. You have to build value for yourself. You have
on.
to do something with yourself, right? Like
I believe that.
100%
I like the leaning into the mic. I like the leaning into the mic.
agree with that.
150%.
Yeah. It's what I disagree
170%.
with is all of the packaging and the philosophy.
No, right on.
Yeah.
Actually, I actually agree with that. I think actually like the supposed like manosphere whole ideology actually has been actually hijacked. You know what I mean? With these people like Andrew Tate or Nick Fuentes, you know what I mean? Like I don't think they're the epitome of masculinity.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that really represents what a man actually is. You know,
Fuck yeah, dude. Preach.
As opposed to what? I don't understand.
I mean, I do believe with some of their ideologies, but not entirely. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, do I think, you know, men and women are equal? No.
I want to hear from the gay Conor McGregor. That's who I want to hear from.
Do I believe that they're complementary? Yes, absolutely, for sure. But I just want to tell you also,
This guy, he's down on his luck. Hello.
like, you know, like
Poor guy.
part of the manosphere, right,
He's on his calculator all day long.
philosophy is the red pill, blue pill, and I actually do 50% believe in that.
Yo.
And I do believe in the Matrix, you know what I mean? And you're stuck
Yeah, okay, cool. Dude, I'm moving on. I can't take it.
attraction, and I believe in manifestation.
Get it out, get it out.
And I'll just say, like,
No, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy, all right? I'm just being me, right? Okay? This has nothing to do with him.
I have a manifestation example.
Okay.
I was thinking of penny loafers. I was obsessing about them. And I'm not even kidding you. I had a dream of penny loafers. Like, and then I went to my local store and I went to the shoe section and I saw some leather shoes for $20 and my dream told me that. And that's why I'm here. And then like, I don't know, I just thought that was like an example of a manifestation, law of attraction in action.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Bro, what the hell was this?
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for talking with me.
It's like a guy you run into in some back alley of Greece or something. You'd be drinking, telling you stories.
All right,
Cheers,
pause
brother.
there.
All right. Okay, here we go.
How's it going, Dave?
What's up, man?
Still on the same question. Oh my gosh, come on. Well, it's
15 million a month. Sports betting, gambling sites are sponsoring
whoa, 8 million a month Andrew Tate's pulling in. Let's
a
go.
lot of these guys. They're driving like millions of dollars of revenue to them.
Let's go, India.
OnlyFans, like a lot of them manage OnlyFans, so like they'll tell you how like the Matrix is holding you down and how women are, you know, these women are disgusted, and then they will like turn around and promote the OnlyFans girl.
Is that
Well,
in the manosphere as well?
It depends. I mean, this gets back into like how do you define the manosphere?
Yeah. Well, you kind of defined. You said OnlyFans. You said sports betting. So now you're just
Sure.
encompassing a bunch of different things that probably has nothing to do
There's
with
a
the actual
lot of
manosphere
different forms
itself.
of monetization.
Yeah.
Right. There's a lot of different forms. And again, there's like the manosphere. I think at this point we've probably established there's a spectrum.
What the hell is that? Oh my golly. Who is that? Is that an octopus?
My issues is primarily
Oh,
with
brother.
the extreme end.
Okay.
Right.
I like the shark tooth necklace.
So extreme is OnlyFans, which I agree on is bad.
Yep.
Gambling, which I agree on is bad.
Okay.
So what else is the extreme? It's making too much money where you feel like that's harmful
well-
to society.
Let's go. It's making too much money. Let's go.
I mean, Tate's
Anything that makes too much money that doesn't make you gay is what I like.
course largely just taught people how to promote Tate's course and take 50% of the revenue. So I mean, it's by definition a pyramid scheme and an MLM.
So you like went into
That's not a pyramid scheme. You just get an affiliate fee.
the course, like you know the courses that are available there.
No, this is just
Let's go. Doesn't even know what's in there.
public information.
Okay. So then what
So if a college had the same model, right? The college would probably be more successful that way, right? They'd be more profitable.
specific courses in there is harmful? So you seem to know a lot about if it's making $1 billion.
Yo, this guy's good. These clever Arabs.
I've not taken the course.
Okay. So you're kind of just assuming, you're just guessing, right?
I mean, this is just based on things that I've read.
So if someone's taking a course and they're learning just stock trading or
trading cryptocurrency or like online marketing, is that bad that they're in that course?
Depends on what this course is teaching them.
Okay. Is it more you just don't like the person that's giving the course? Well, you don't like their ideology, but if they're giving something that's critical for men to learn and make money, you just don't like the vessel it's coming from.
That is
So if it was coming from you, you'd probably be like, okay, well, you're biased toward yourself. You like the information you give, and you can teach the same stuff and be good.
Trading shit coins, like it's both.
This guy's a killer though. He's got the eye of the tiger.
It's both the content that's being sold and the personality selling it.
Well, you would say that people have self-agency, right? They could decide if they want to take the course. They could decide what information is good from this person, what information is bad from this person, right?
Sure.
You bring up all these like Myron Gaines, Andrew Tate. They probably say, I would say 90% of it's good, 10% of it's bad, and you don't have to take all 100%. Everyone has self-agency, so if you can't decipher what's good and bad from someone, not to be rude, but unfortunately you're just low IQ because you could just take simple stuff that's
Yo, is that Russell Westbrook? Yo, Russell.
just good. Be like, oh, I'm going to apply this to my life. Oh, that's kind of extreme. I don't like that. I'm not going to apply that to my life.
Yo, this guy's IT.
And then
this guy.
at the main core of all these teachings is self-accountability. So you're in control of your life completely. So if you're letting some online influence...
That's good. This guy's cooking.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah,
Raise it high so we It's just the poll I wanted to do.
Curiosity.
These people all seem like great people. Even the guy with well, maybe not the guy with the spider hair.
My next
I'd be nervous about being attacked by that guy. A woman's body count doesn't matter. Oh no.
rounded claim is that a woman's body count doesn't matter.
Oh no. Getting a woman. Got it, yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
That jacket's an attention grabber.
Okay, so personally, I do feel like a woman's body count does matter.
Why is that?
Because it's her value. I feel like if something's used, there's no value to it.
She kind of looks like one of those Jenner, Kylie Jenner.
It's just
Kylie Kardashian, something like that.
I don't want to like be mean, but it's dirty.
Do
let's
you
go.
believe that women have value outside of their body and their sexuality?
Of course. Yeah, of course. A woman can be smart and still sleep with a bunch of men, but why not be the whole package? Respect your body. It's your temple. It's a part of who you are, so respect it.
Well,
I think I would like all these people. Did I already say that?
Well, that's interesting, actually. Why do you think it's disrespectful for a woman to sleep with multiple men?
Bro, it wears her out for her eventual husband.
Because you're allowing different energies onto you.
What if
She's had some Botox, looks like.
they're in committed, loving relationships? What if it's been like a long...
You can't have love based off of sex or familiarity or like shared interests. That's not how love works.
Series of 2-3 year relationships over 10, 15 years.
Bro, what the hell?
Well, then you wouldn't be dating a bunch of people. You wouldn't be sleeping with a bunch of people if you're committed. So...
But you would have a high body count, right?
To me, I feel like a high body count is realistically maybe over 4 or 5. Okay. So when I think high body count, I'm thinking you're sleeping around, you're having one night stands. I respect it. You know, that's where agree to disagree comes into play.
Sure.
But me personally, it's self-control. Be mentally strong enough to say no. Be mentally strong enough to stick to one person.
That's a totally valid preference. My argument is that a body count it's just one piece of data, and I think it's a pretty arbitrary piece of data because...
What? Oh, brother. It's the thing that makes life.
People change. They have complicated life stories.
This guy's been slamming and banging, right? This guy's a fornicator, right?
Maybe you're a party girl in your 20s, and then you...
Any conditions or...
All right, let's get this green. This guy green eyes.
How you doing?
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you. I'm Michael. So when you say a woman's
Yo, this guy seems intelligent.
body count doesn't matter, I just wanted to ask if there are any conditions or qualifiers to that, or do you literally mean it doesn't matter? Whether if she's a virgin or if she slept with 197 people just last month, it's totally irrelevant to everything. You shouldn't take it into consideration at all.
I mean, obviously,
Good question.
Some people are going to have certain values. Like if you're religious, for instance, or if you have like certain social beliefs.
What? That's the line if you're religious.
My point around this specifically, if I'm going to clarify the claim, is that it matters if you're a single man and you're meeting a woman. on the list of things that you should be concerned about, that you should be worried about, it is so low on that list that you
This is laughable. This guy is like such a propagandist. Oh my gosh.
you shouldn't even think about it.
You shouldn't even think about it? Oh my gosh. That's how herpes is spread, right?
should be primarily concerned is she
That's how STDs get around.
trustworthy? Do you communicate well? Is she fun to be around? Do you have shared values?
No, I don't care. Oh, now I'm dying. Now I'm dying of AIDS.
Do you see yourselves going long term together? What she's done in the past is a very, very tiny factor in all of those things.
Okay, well then what you've done in your past doesn't matter. Dane Coach, you don't have any, you're nothing. You're nothing. You have no standing.
Yeah, so I think that that's interesting, but I would say that I think that there's a lot of evidence to suggest that body count and sleeping around and having a lot of sexual partners and experiences actually directly relates to a lot of those traits that you mentioned. So I'm specifically thinking about a study or meta-analysis from the University of Utah, which found that the more sort of sexual history that you have, the more body counts that you have, the higher the predictability of divorce is. So I think that the specific study that I'm referencing, if the woman slept with, let's say, over 10 women, is what I think it was, that cohort had by far the highest divorce rate or predictability of divorce. And I think that that's pretty intuitive, right? Like if I had a wife and you had a wife, and my wife slept with 3 women and your wife slept with 40 women, and we're hanging out, and let's say the pool guy comes over and he's going to open up our pool, whose wife do you think
This is getting intense.
has a higher likelihood when the pool guy's 18-pack is out? Whose wife do you think has the higher likelihood of sleeping
Yo, this guy's a good communicator. I like this guy.
with the pool guy? It's a little bit obvious, right? That the answer is the woman with 40-plus bodies, and I think that makes sense, right? They have more sexual experience. They have more things that they're using
Mouth breathing.
comparison based off of. It's part of a larger social trend.
Let's look at the mouth breathing.
Have more things that they're using a comparison based off of. It's part of a larger social trend where we're being a little bit more flippant, or we're succumbing to our hedonistic desires. Whereas somebody who
It's hot. It's hot under these lights. It's like 97 degrees out. I'm like at the far end of the house too.
doesn't do those things is probably a little bit more of a loyal partner.
So I don't think it's obvious that the wife who has slept with 40 people would be more likely to sleep with the pool guy, because let me turn that around for you. Somebody who is dating somebody or marrying somebody who's very sexually experienced, they have had a lot of different experiences, so they're going to have a better understanding of what they like, what they want, and so when they commit to you,
No, they're just going to be dissatisfied. When you can't give them those things, they're going to be put out.
they're making a much better formed commitment. And so as long as there is trust and
Then by that logic, porn stars are have the best marriages, right? And they know exactly what they want.
integrity in that relationship,
Prostitutes, right?
right? As long as you trust that your wife is being honest.
This is nuts. This guy's like a total degen. All right, let's get this guy in here. Oh, Russell.
How you doing?
Jamari.
Nice to meet you.
Jamari, he's quick. He got legs. He's fast. He's got low voice.
Okay. So a woman's body count does not matter.
Holy crap, that's like a tuba. The guy's voice got like a tuba. It's like a tuba. He's must have done some somatic healing, right? He's healed the trauma in his body, freed up his deeper voice.
If we both go to a used car lot, one car is totaled, one car has the engine blown out twice, head gasket never works, always has to be replaced. Another car has a fender bender. Which one are you taking?
I'm going to take the communist one, right?
I reject the analogy.
Bruh, no, you have to pick. You have to pick.
Because it presupposes that there's something about
When libs think they're so smart when they're like, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing a choice thing. I just need some communism. And they think they're so smart. Well, we need to deconstruct that a little bit. Shut up. You all learn this in college. Like, you're supposed to unlearn it within a couple years of college. You don't just keep on for the rest of your life.
sex that is destructive to a body. I actually think a better version of that analogy is
sex is not destructive to a body.
If you just bought the first car you ever test drove, how likely are you going to be satisfied with that car?
Yeah, hell yeah. Stay loyal to the Volvo, right? to the Toyota pickup. I first drove my Toyota pickup when I was 17. I've been loyal to the Toyota pickup.
Versus if you go out and test drive 5, 6, 7 cars, get an understanding of their features, what you like about them, what you don't like, then you're able to make a much better informed decision.
So again, which one would you rather take? The one that's had all these problems, or the one that's had the fender bender? Yo, I like this guy's voice.
I told you, I reject.
I'm gonna be do gay communism. Yeah, deconstruct that. Don't, not gonna do that.
The analogy.
Okay, so we're gonna test drive 6 different cars, 7 different cars.
Sure.
8, 9, 20. Why can't we just stick with our one car?
Let me ask you
Hey, this guy's making a good point.
this.
Yes.
A lot of men treat body count as a proxy for trust.
All right. I'm gonna skip ahead. Let's see here. Let's do. Time for gay Conor McGregor. All right. Let's
Hear
go.
them.
Of course.
Of course. If you saw someone with
This guy's he's like a pirate. He reminds me of a pirate. Let's see what he has to say. He's got an old soul. He's got a wizened look about him.
What's up, man?
No, look how he owns it. Look at that. Look at this. He looks at the other people. Boom. Straightens
What's
up.
up, man?
He's got it. Good body language.
Sick outfit, man.
Thank you. I have 2 questions. Number 1, do you have any employees that work for you?
Yes.
You do. Now, did you look into their history when you hired them?
Oh, got him. Burned. Done for. Hey, this guy's good.
Of course.
Of course. If you saw someone with a job history of maybe one,
I just want to say, I'm going to assume all these 20 people are just great people. The quality of people has really gone up in the last 10 years. 10 years ago, something like this would have been rough spots. So
1, 2, 3 jobs, a long period of time, or someone with 15 jobs was there for a couple weeks, 3 weeks, you call their employers, they didn't last. Which one would you pick based off of if they're equally
is
qualified?
he going to reject the premise? Again, I just reject the premise. I'm a communist, okay? So we don't have to answer that.
Qualified in the interview.
Whoever interviewed better.
I was saying they're both equally qualified on the interview. So why are you looking into the history?
He's pressed.
Right. If someone's meeting you for the first time, they interviewed great, why would you even bother looking into the history of it?
So, without quibbling with the analogy.
Oh, time to deconstruct. See, I learned this in Ivy League school. You just deconstruct it and you step away from it, and then you don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Which I could. If we're going to stick with the job interview analogy, I actually think this is an analogy that works in my favor, right? Because you can have people who have only been at one company and have terrific experience, and then they get on the interview and you realize that they don't know a damn thing.
For sure. I agree with you, yeah.
And then there's other people who have
You guys got a great voice too. 2 guys in a row with great voices.
worked at 10 different companies and jumped around every single year, but then you get on the interview and you realize, that there's a clear explanation for that they have a diversity of experience, and actually they're a really good fit. My argument here is really that, forget body count, just talk to her.
I personally agree with that. I don't think you have to ask a woman her body count to know, because if you just pay attention, her actions will show you everything you need to know.
Her actions and attitudes will
About her body count.
tell you everything you need to know.
And then I'm also assuming, my other question was, I'm assuming that you're talking about body count matters when it just comes to relationships, not value as a person, correct? Because I would say,
I didn't process it. I don't know.
I don't think people think someone's less valuable as a human being just based off how much sex they had. But maybe to a relationship, some guys may find that a less valuable someone that's been around, what I mean?
Some people do. So
yeah.
Well, this guy's kind of a Lothario. I think he's probably had a lot of partners.
But to that latter point,
Yeah.
there is absolutely some demeaning language within the manosphere
I agree with
around
it.
women.
All right, who do you want to argue in the position? Like some guy in a Ralph Lauren collared shirt and some slacks or something, and he's a little nervous or something, or a guy that's like, oh, I've traveled the 7 seas, I've rutted with women in Sumatra. I think you want that. I think you want the guy in the nice shirt.
Around that, and that is very much what I disagree.
I mean, I think that's just projection insecurity, because they want to disqualify someone from the beginning to, soothe their rejection. Personally, is what I think.
All right, okay. Oh, we got to get to the woman. Should we do Spiderhead? Does Spiderhead have a great voice? Let's hear him.
Promoted high body counts being okay and not mattering, right?
Whoa.
So the same effects of the mental depression, all the other degenerative.
We're back to the body counts, are we?
Because it's extremely important. I'm mad I didn't get up the last one to be able to see what about the Manosphere's advice is making you like.
I like the friend shirt. That's fun. Okay, let's hear from the woman. I bet this guy made great points, by the way. He's got good energy.
Where men are struggling even more than they are here. That's an indicator that feminism is like not the root cause here.
Okay, but the argument is porn is doing more damage to men than feminism.
Yes.
You can choose as an
Porn isn't running to the state and destroying men's lives.
autonomous adult male who's accountable for your own actions and behaviors, not to watch porn and engage in that activity, but you can't choose to avoid feminism in society.
Correct, but it's, you know.
Yeah, because feminism ran to the state. Porn stars don't run to the state to enforce their arbitrary preferences.
If 11-year-olds were getting access to cigarettes and alcohol every day.
But kids get exposed to feminism from like age 1.
Would you make the same argument that like, well,
as soon as they're semi-cognizant, their moms are like destroying them.
Oh, those 11-year-olds, they can choose not to indulge in cigarettes and alcohol.
Well,
I would crush it in one of these, by the way. I used to get a little enthused at the thought that I would do a Jubilee video. I would crush one of these. I would be so good. Love it.
Would you tell the purveyors of the cigarette?
But I would want to be in the center, right? I want to be on camera the whole time because that's how much I've thought it through.
Cigarettes and alcohol, get the hell.
Thought everything through.
No, I would probably tell the parents, your child isn't autonomous. They can't make their own decisions. They can't consent. So you as a parent need to be more controlling over your child and their behavior. So children
you have to protect them by filtering out filth.
Making an equation between adult male and children is not the same because they're not autonomous like adults are.
And porn is predominantly harming young boys.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, which is why we should probably have age restriction and identification on it for uses, which has been shut down in places like Minneapolis.
Yeah, so I agree with you on that.
So I think we
okay.
Can mutually agree that porn is damaging to men and women and society. But if you're going to measure it, feminism has done more damage to society and men's
abortions, right? Porn stars don't go, well, they do. They do go run around doing abortions, but they don't go encouraging it and promoting a culture of it. You could argue that they do. Promote a culture of it.
Mental health, family economy, the nuclear family.
I just don't see that in the data. Like, I don't.
Oh, bro, the data. Bro, fuck the data. This whole thing with data, too. Like, everyone just runs to the data. What's the data? It's like, the more governmentized the institution, the more governmental the institution, the less I want to hear from it. You know, it's like running to the Fed for like inflation numbers. I kind of want to hear that. I want to go to the grocery store, right? I want to go to something that's more free market to get my information.
Data.
I'll accept the data. I'll accept the data, but it's not my favorite way of running things.
Data and the results of feminism are out, and men's mental health, women's mental health has been worse than it's ever been in recorded history. More men and more women are committing suicide today than they ever have been in recorded history.
Yeah, she's totally right.
Pre-1970, actually, funny enough, 1950s suicide rate was actually the all-time high.
Okay.
It's complicated, and I think we both agree that men in today's society are struggling greatly. But when you look at feminism as a 100-year project of women's liberation, equal rights, voting rights, civil rights, I just think it gets scapegoated for a lot of other things.
All right, pause there. You've been voted out. Please.
Get the hell out of there. Okay, who's next? All right, we got this guy. He looks like a Uber driver.
It's 92% of boys by 18 have been exposed to pornography, and then about roughly 75% of them are exposed to it on a regular basis.
Are you for a ban on it?
I'm for two things. One is I do think there should be tighter restrictions around it.
There you go. Okay, it's good. Okay. Let's see here. This guy. All right.
Comes to hypergamy in society. I saw you mention Myron Gaines earlier. I don't necessarily agree with everything Myron Gaines says, but what advice are you actually giving men in society that's better than what Myron Gaines gives them when it comes to combating hypergamy?
And just to clarify, by hypergamy, you mean the fact that women tend to prefer men who have more resources and more status. Yes. So I would say that it is true. Women are generally more attracted to men who have more resources, more status. It's just a fact of life. But I would argue that you can make up a lot of that simply through character, behavior, shared values, shared life experiences, and the
collectivism, right? The unions, the delta unions, the unions of the deltas, right wing snuggle squads, right?
way you communicate with a woman.
But not when it
You can unionize and you can run to the state as deltas and betas.
comes with promiscuity, right?
The commies wouldn't like that, right?
Because like if it's a case that
I don't think it has to be done. I just think it's funny.
men want to get married, you're probably not going to want.
By the way, I'm really good at getting men married. If you're a bachelor and you're just out of sorts, drop me an email. Go to my website, StephenFranssen.com. Drop me an email. We can sort out some coaching professionally, of course, for a fee. But I'm like fantastically good at getting men into relationships, stable, committed, long-term relationships. I mean, long-term marriages. I'm really good at getting bachelors into marriages. So just need to toot my own horn for a second there. I meant to do it the other day on Telegram. So thought you should know.
Promiscuous women, and I think promiscuity is bad for men and women,
Yes.
but I think it's worse for women because it causes male promiscuity because of hypergamy in society. A lot of these men are secularist men. They don't follow any sort of ecclesiastical authority when it comes to the way that they govern relationships. That's why you see Myron Gaines giving out advice like 100 women or 50 women or whatever.
It's so terrible. Oh,
His advice is. And again, I don't agree prescriptively with a lot of what he says, but I don't know that secularists actually hand out better advice than that. I think that, I don't know what you think.
My advice to men, it has been and has always been, is that you got to get out there and meet lots of women face to face. Hypergamy is not an issue if we're not filtering most of our dating options through a screen that we're swiping through every 3 seconds, right?
Into their life.
They always blame social media for problems of the state, right? Welfare drives degeneracy, and it inflates women's expectations, right? And then they're getting the messaging from the welfare state that all their life is consequence free, and so because it's consequence free, that includes no consequence for chasing the tens, right? And so they have a fallback option for themselves. Take that away, and this dating market, as it is comprised, collapses.
Backfire, right? It's like, hey, no, that's a little bit too much, man. Like, let's step
But
back.
how can you call it out?
This guy's a nice suit, by the way. Nice suit, bro. And I appreciate this guy dressing well. This guy seems like a nice guy.
You know that.
I bagged on him a little bit, but really, he looks like Conor McGregor. It's wild.
Sure, but it's also, we should call out the thing that's going to backfire, right? It's like, hey, no, that's a little bit too much, man. Like, let's step back.
But how can you call it out if there are men who are benefiting, if there are men who are changing their life, if there are men who were in horrible situations that have learned that men suffer, that men go through things. This is somebody who I can look to and borrow their energy and be able to take something positive from.
You can.
I love when black guys speak from the heart. There's something really cool about that.
Definitely
They always speak from lived experience. Black people do. I love it.
benefit from some.
You know, that's the real earned wisdom, right? When you can speak from that, it's a good thing.
Somebody who is giving you good advice for bad reasons. If you're just have nothing, that good advice is going to lift you up and you're going to have something. The problem is the fact that the advice is given for bad reasons. Those bad reasons are going to eventually catch up with you. And so you're going to struggle to maintain relationships. You're going to struggle to build long-term community. You're going to struggle to relate and respect the world, right? You're going to hit a ceiling in terms of the value that you're able to create as a man if you see everything as adversarial all the time.
We're out of time. I want to lob
But it may be adversarial all the time.
one quick talking point, if you guys could digest, the fact that Andrew Tate actually produces pornography, because it sounds like you're against porn or you see it as a negative, but his career started
pornography.
through the
Like
production of it.
Unfortunately, I don't agree with that at all. Just like a lot of men over time who have got their start doing terrible things, it seems like also that's where he got his start and got his money from. So I don't agree.
Yeah, I don't really look up to the Tates. I don't think they're moral paragons, but I think their politics are decent, and I think they make good points about the, particularly, I'm not really into politics, but people who point out the hypocrisy of the regime, I don't want to get into it. I appreciate those people, and I think their value in dispelling evil is very useful to the world.
With that at all?
But with the solution these people typically offer, there's no self-knowledge in it, right? There's no philosophy in it.
But just like as we know as men are always going to suffer. Men are always going to fall down. Men are always going to hit their head. And what are they going to do? Men will bounce back and come back and start doing other things that do benefit society. Men have always done that. Agree?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Can women do that?
Let's go.
Of course. Women,
so a
of
woman with a high body count can bounce back and change?
Of course she can.
Okay.
A woman also
Not really. It kicks their brain.
has that ability to do that.
Respect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that like total redemption is really a thing. Typically, people are really colored morally by the things they do, and even if they try to make it right, they typically don't know how to do it, and so they get lost in the weeds.
All right, we've got to pause there. Thank you. We've run out of time.
Thanks, man.
Hey, that was good. That was good. I skipped around a good bit, but I wanted to hear from everybody there in that Jubilee. People are interesting. You know, I wanted to hear from that Asian guy that I was ripping on him a little bit, the Indonesian guy or whatever. I wanted to hear from him, but yeah, there's a bevy of different people there, and it's always cool to just kind of do the physiognomy check and check their opinions. So I appreciate Dylan for recommending that video. I'm going to put that up publicly. That was a fun one. 41 minutes. Some commentary from me, some commentary from them. I appreciate you being here with me. I got a new album. It's dropping tomorrow. It's called Freedom Fever. It comes out 7/29/2026. I'll be sure that I put the links to Spotify, YouTube, on socials so that you can hear it. 16 tracks. It's a full offering. A lot of something for everyone. And I'm real proud of the work. And my next one's going to be even better. So I think it's my best one yet. My next one will be even better. I'm sitting on some really great stuff already. And I only finished that thing up like 3 weeks ago at most. So so lots of new stuff too. So it's a very creative time for me. It's been a creative summer. The health is ticking its way upwards. And I'm finding that energy again. So it's good to be on the up and up. Appreciate you being here with me, making it this far. If you did, I always appreciate a donate. Down below is a link. You can go there, send a little cheese over to me. I'll see you.